Hello, I'm Lance Zimmerman with the Cattle-Fax Closing Bell. The USDA released its February retail meat prices recently. The report showed beef and chicken prices were around 3 cents per pound lower compared to January, while pork prices were steady. Compared to a year ago, the USDA all-fresh retail beef price improved 6%, while USDA choice beef increased 9%. Retail price increases for beef continue to pale in comparison to price advances in the wholesale market. The composite box beef cutout was up nearly 12% compared to February of 2011. The difference in magnitude suggests retail margins on beef sales continue to be historically low. One encouraging sign is that retailers have found ways to advertise beef more frequently as we transition into spring. Beef retail featuring activity is up 6% compared to 2011. Over the last 3 weeks, after starting out the year 4% below a year ago through the first 8 weeks. The increases come as retailers found more favorable profit margins in cuts from the chuck and round, allowing for more featuring activity in these areas. Beef feature activity was at a 3-year low for most of 2011 as retailers adjusted prices to record high levels. Warmer weather will encourage grilling over the next few weeks, and featuring activity for loin and rib items will become more common. With middle meat prices up 14% at the wholesale level year to date, and end meat prices up 6%, retailers will likely struggle with featuring decisions going forward. Retailers will likely feature middle meats at a narrow price margin to boost store traffic. This could lead to less end meat advertising and beef advertising as a whole, as retailers look to increase beef margins with firmer prices on other cuts. The fed cattle market was steady to higher this week with moderate trade volume. In the north, cattle sold at mostly $127 per hundredweight on a live basis, and dress trade occurred at $202 to $204. The south traded at about $1 back, with most cattle priced at $126 per hundredweight live. Feeder cattle prices were steady to $4 softer this week, while calves continued to fare better with prices that were steady to $2 lower. Feeder cattle prices continue to be pressured by weakness in the live cattle futures market. Slaughter cows were steady to $2 lower, and sluggish wholesale beef demand continued to pressure boxed beef values lower. Prices are around $1 lower on the week, and sale volumes were light to moderate. Corn prices were nearly 20 cents per bushel lower on the spot futures contract, and the market's now focused on the USDA Prospective Plantings report that will be released next Friday. The USDA released its monthly cattle on feed report today. Cattle on feed came in at 103%. Trade expectations were at 102.3% leading up to the report. Placements were at 103% of a year ago, with industry forecasts at 102.7%, and marketings came in at 98%, with industry estimates at 99.5%. Looking ahead, fed cattle supplies are at their tightest point for the first half of 2012. Supplies will increase seasonally through the spring before peaking in the summer, coinciding with improving domestic beef usage. Carcass weights and beef imports continue to run well above year-ago levels and will continue to pressure market prices. Fed cattle supplies will likely be near even next week, and the beef complex is expected to trade higher. Expect the fed cattle market to trade mostly steady, with prices near $126 per hundredweight in the south. Demand for feeder cattle was steady to weaker this week with lower deferred live cattle futures. Supply concerns continue to exist, but prices will likely be steady to a few dollars weaker into the next few weeks. Demand for calves weakened this week due to softer markets upstream, and prices will likely continue to be on a steady at best trend into next week. Wholesale beef prices continue to struggle with additional inventories from the higher slaughter levels during the last 3 weeks. Sale volumes were weaker than the previous week, but demand for middle meat should improve seasonally into the summer and support a higher cutout range. The choice cutout is expected to be valued at $188 to $191 per hundredweight, with select boxes trading at about $2 less. Spot corn futures prices pushed to the top end of the trading range last week, but prices weakened throughout most of this week. The corn market's expected to be volatile over the next few weeks, and considerable price risk supports the USDA Prospective Plantings report next Friday. Thanks for watching, and remember to visit CattleFax.com to become a member and receive the latest market news and analysis.
The beef business has never been for the faint of heart. For more than 40 years, Cattle-Fax has led the way. We're the time-proven leader in research, analysis, and information, equipped with the industry's most powerful database. Become a member at CattleFax.com.